everyone, this is Sweta, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu. Hope all of you are doing well and super excited to have the one-shot revision of a letter to God. Yes or no, guys? So are we super excited to start off with the one-shot series where you will be revising the entire chapter just at one go? So give me a quick thumbs up in the chat box so that I can see your excitement, I can see your josh. Okay, so let's start off with the word of the day. First of all, guys, thank you so much for posting the word of the day and being regular, being consistent in that. And the word has been given by Sweta Mishra. The word is exertion. What does it mean? I'm sure you must have, this is a very common word which you must have come across, right? You can use it in your day-to-day language. Exertion is, of course, it's a noun. It means physical strength or effort. For example, she has also beautifully used it in a sentence. She was panting with the exertion. Okay, with the exertion of what? Shweta, if you could elaborate a little bit on this, it would have been wonderful. Okay, so guys, now I want all of you, each one of you, to make your unique sentence with this particular word, exertion. In the comment section, guys, everyone, please do post your answers. Make sentences with exertion, and of course, you will definitely post the word of the day. That will be your word. Apart from that, try to make use of this particular word in a sentence. That is how you will be gradually enhancing your vocabulary. So, what do you think, guys? Is this exercise working well with you people? Give me a quick thumbs up if you agree with this. Come on people, everyone, thumbs up in the chat box. Is this exercise working with you people? Have you progressed in terms of vocabulary? Has your word bank increased? Come on guys, tell me in the chat box. Hurry up, I want to see. Okay, so talking about myself, for those of you who do not know me, I am Sweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and I have done my Masters in English and also B.Ed. I have more than 1 year of teaching experience. I have qualified my CTET and I've mentored 20,000 plus students, both online and offline. And the motto, okay, my motto is to unleash the power within you. So each one of you have the latent potential, each one of you, right, have the latent potential in you, and as a teacher it is my responsibility to kindle that, okay, to unleash that, right guys? So I'm sure English, literature and language, both of these areas would be a tool to unleash that potential, to empower you. So as we all do, guys, as we all start off with the session with a hashtag empowerment, so I want all of you to please comment in the chat box with a hashtag and yes, empowered, right? So we all feel empowered in the session, right, in the literature or language session, whatever it is, because that is the subject which is going to make us feel empowered. We can express our opinions freely, right? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? So quickly post in the chat box with a hashtag empowered or let's get empowered, whatever you feel like. Use it in your own way. Okay, guys? Okay, wonderful people. So now let's get started with the top 5 names first. Okay, so Ananya, Mishti, Hirat Sir Fan Club, I guess this is Sakshi, Kushi, Siko or Pucho. Wonderful people, thank you so much for posting your comments for the previous session of Letter to God. And please, guys, please keep posting your comments for the homework answer. Alright, I would definitely take up your homework answers in the next session. Take up the top 5 names of those of you who have posted your answers. Okay? Okay. So let's get started. Before starting, let me see some excitement in the chat box. Let me see how excited you people are. So are you people excited to get into the one-shot series? If yes, then what do you want to do? What do you have to do? Quickly hit the like button. comment on the, of course, whatever I have told you right now, along with the homework question later on after the class. And don't forget to share the video amongst your friends. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, what do you need to do, guys? Quickly go and subscribe to the channel, and you will get all notifications on time so that you do not miss out on any important session. Okay, so now I have an interesting riddle for you people. What can you catch but not throw? Any idea? Very, very, very simple. What can you catch but not throw? Think about it. Think about it. I'm giving you time. It's an interesting riddle. A brain teaser. Come on, people. You can all do it. Have you all got it? Yes? Yes? Okay. Let's check what you have got. It is a cold. You can catch it, but you cannot throw it. So did you like that, guys? Did you like that? Quickly give me a quick thumbs up in the chat box if you have liked it, if you've enjoyed it. And how many of you could do it? How many of you could solve it? Give me a quick high five in the chat box. Those of you who could solve it. Wonderful people. So now with that amazing brain teaser, let's delve deeper into the chapter. So first we'll start with J.L. Fuentes, who's the author, and he is a Mexican novelist, poet, and journalist, as I have already talked about in the previous session. He was one of the leading chroniclers of the Mexican Revolution. His stories were seen as exciting, humorous, and symbolic of Mexico. He is a realist, and many of his works concern the oppression of Native Americans. He was awarded the Nobel Prize of Arts and Science in 1935. Okay, so these are the points that you should know about the author. When you are doing a story or a poem, you should definitely know a little bit about the author. Right, guys? That will help you to relate, that will help you to understand the stylistic features, the characteristic features of his writing, and it would be able to it would enable you to relate to the story or the poem that you're going to study. So with that, let's do the mapping of the story first. So let me quickly disappear so that you can look at the complete screen. Okay, I hope I have disappeared and you can see the complete screen. So I will start with summarizing the story. So the story begins with the protagonist Lencho, who is a farmer who is expecting rain for his cornfield, right, which is about to harvest. It just needs a little bit of rain, even if it's just a drizzle. Okay, but rain definitely comes, but unfortunately it takes a twist, and what happens? It turns into a hailstorm and all the crops are destroyed. What happens to Lencho? What does he feel? He is devastated, but his faith in God still is not shattered. It is still intact. Okay, so he had an ardent faith in God, right? And that remains intact. And as a result of this faith, he writes a letter to God expecting help from God. This is the beginning. Now, what happens next? The letter is received by the postman first, and then he takes that letter to the postmaster, who is amused initially, but he did not want to shake Lencho's faith. So what does he do as a result? He collects money from his colleagues and also contributes from his salary. How much money does he collect? 70 pesos. But how much did Lencho demand? He demanded 100 pesos, right? But he could not collect more than 70 pesos. However, he wrapped it up in an envelope as a reply to Lencho and signed it as God, so that Lencho thinks that it has been sent by God and God has listened to him, and thereby his faith remains intact. Alright, and now I think you can see this part of the slide. So I have come back. Okay, so what happens at the end is Lencho, the end has the story has an ironical ending. Okay, so he visits the post office, collects the letter. He is not at all surprised. Why? Why is he not at all surprised? Because of his ardent and unquestionable faith in God. So he was sure, he was certain that God will definitely send send whatever he has demanded, right? However, when he opened the letter, he could only see 70 pesos, right? Then instead of being grateful, or instead of trying to find out who has actually sent the money, because he was so very certain that it was only God who could send the money, he writes, he becomes furious. Okay, why? Because he thinks that it is not God who has made this mistake. God could never make this mistake. He thinks that the post office employees are crooks. What are crooks? Cheats. So what did the post office employees do according to Lencho? They have stolen the remaining 30 pesos, and therefore he has received only 70 pesos. And that makes him angry, and he writes a second letter to God asking for the remaining 30 pesos, and this time he asks to send him money directly without the medium of the post office. And that is how the story ends, ironically, because Lencho called those people cheats or crooks who actually helped him in the time of his need, and also helped him to keep his faith intact in God. Right, guys? So, talking about the themes of the story, of course, we come to we come to know about the extreme faith. So that is something, and that was the source of strength, right? That was the source of strength for Lencho, because despite the fact that all the crops got spoiled in the rain, he still had that faith in God, and therefore he could stand strong. So he derived, you have heard the quote, faith can move mountains. So he derived those 70 pesos only and only because of his strength, because of his, faith in God. And that is how the faith proved to be his source of strength. So if we have faith, if we believe, then definitely we would be able to do it, right? Naive nature of village people. Yes, Lencho was very, very naive. Okay, he was gullible. Naive is gullible. Okay, that means he could easily, he was, innocent, right? Because he never actually tried to find out who exactly is sending him the money, right? And of course, we can understand the postmaster's sympathetic nature, who actually acted as the representative of God, right? Representative of God, or you could say messenger of God, right? And he is also restoring the reader's faith in humanity. So, is this point? Are these points absolutely clear? Have you been able to form the map of the story in your mind? It's a very simple story, but a very, very, very deep story, right? Yes or no, guys? So it has a lot of messages, moral values for all of us. So have you been able to actually understand the themes of the story? Give me a quick heart in the chat box if you have understood. Come on, people. I want to see whether you have understood the story. And now, with that, we come to the first question for all of you. So I want your answers in the chat box right now. The field of corn dotted with flowers. What does this mean? Not a single flower was bigger than a dot. The flowers were scattered across. The flowers were shaped like dots. The flowers had shrunk in size. Very, very simple, guys. Think about it and post your answers right now. Let's see. Let's see who does it. Let's see who does it correctly. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's check. Yes, the flowers were scattered across. Well done, people. Great job. Wonderful. And now let's move ahead with the character sketches. Okay, so let's get started with the character sketches, and here we go with the first character. Okay, now before going ahead with the first character, guys, which is of course Lencho, I want to ask you something. First of all, guys, I'm sure most of you are struggling with the haphazard way, unsystematic way that your educational system is going on. Yes or no? How many of you think that you people are really having a tough time because your educational system is not structured properly and you do not know where to start from, where to end, what to do, you have absolutely no idea, your doubts are remaining unsolved, you are lacking the depth of knowledge. So guys, if you are facing all of these problems, you do not have proper question answers to solve, do not have proper tests, assignments. So as a result, what will happen is ultimately in future, when your depth of knowledge would be tested, when you go for your interviews, when you go for you face the real world after 2 to 3 years, what will happen is you will have to face very, very big problems. Okay, so we do not want you to face those problems and have a tough time even then. So in this tough time, guys, we are helping you out, we want to help you out in improving your education, in giving your education a proper structure. So if you want to gain 100% knowledge and score 100% marks, you can see the link, you can quickly visit the link in the description box and you can get there is a promise, Vedantu improvement promise. So we assure, we guarantee your improvement. Now how? How do we do that? With the help of our unlimited classes with fun and high level quizzes. I'm sure you people must be wondering, must be waiting for mentee sessions to happen, live sessions to happen, so that you can interact with the master teachers directly, solve your doubts then and there, right? But all this is not always possible in YouTube because we have limited number of live classes. So we have solved this problem of the students with the help of our platform, Wave platform, where we provide you with unlimited live classes. And apart from the fun element, which is, of course, I'm sure you people are enjoying each and every session in the YouTube slots. So just imagine, guys, what would happen when you actually take the enrollment of the Wave platform. There are so many teachers and you get to have unlimited live classes. So what fun can you have over there? Plus, each session is going to have high level quiz questions. So you will be understanding the concept with the help of the high level quiz questions which would be there in the session. Okay, every session, mind it guys, you could get the exposure because you could interact with the students throughout the world. All right, plus even the replays that you watch, they are also going to be absolutely interactive because live quiz questions are even there in the replays. You can also have the leaderboard. After every session, we would be showing you the leaderboard. So you understand after every session where is your rank, where do you stand, how much do you need to improve. See, if you want to improve, you first need to measure your performance, right? So that is the measuring part is what we are going to help you in every session. All right, guys. So I will be telling you exactly. Okay, and one more thing is you can download all the notes. So no hassle with the notes as well, right? Plus handwritten notes of the master teachers. And now I will be taking you very soon, to the link. How can you visit the link? Okay, and where can you download the notes from? I will give you a glimpse. Sorry, I'll give you a glimpse of the entire platform to make you very well acquainted with the platform. All right, so that you do not have any doubts, any problems with regard to the platform. Okay, guys. So for now, let us start off with the session. Of course, I will be talking about the doubt solving feature as well. Now we have class teachers for solving each and every doubt. Okay, then and there. So because majorly people face a lot of doubts which are not solved. So you can have the class teachers then and there. Plus we have other special features for this doubt solving. That also I will let you know in the class right now in a while. Plus we have quality tests and assignments. These are to measure your performance. Okay. You have unlimited micro courses and crash courses. Now, micro courses are chapter-wise courses. Okay? So, what are these chapter-wise courses, guys? So, let's say you are preparing for, let's say, any chapter which is going on in your school and you are facing great trouble in that particular chapter. You want another live class of that chapter, or you want to simply revise that chapter once again. Can we do that? Yes. These are the gaps that can happen in learning. So we have solved that problem also. We are trying to fill up each and every gap. So we will have these micro courses, or let's say you want to take the class of, you have been enrolled into the long term batch, but you want to explore other teachers as well. You want to have the class of your favorite teacher maybe. So you can do that with the help of the micro courses as well. And these are absolutely for free. Alright guys, so with that we will come back to Lencho, and very soon I will be demonstrating the entire platform to you, and how to visit the link, from where can you get the notes, right? How can you benefit the maximum, okay, with our platform. All that I will be telling you very soon. For now, let's get back to the session and talk about Lencho. Now, Lencho is the protagonist of the story. He is the sole bread earner of the family, and definitely he is a farmer, right? So, with the help of Lencho, we can understand how simple farmers like Lencho are dependent on the mercy of nature, completely on the mercy of nature for their survival, right? All right, guys. So he has unalterable faith in God. Now, when you are saying unalterable faith, please give examples from the text. So what are the examples that you can give? Don't just write unalterable faith and leave it. You have to prove, right? You have to elucidate, right? So what will you say? First of all, of course, his writing of the letter. You have to talk about the letter which he had written to God. है ना? And then he did not even try to find out, okay, who had actually sent him, because he had that unquestionable faith that God could not make a mistake. So God could never be mistaken. That was his belief, okay. And finally and you can also talk about the second letter. So these are the points that you have to talk about when you're talking about unalterable faith in God. He was naive. So why naive? You could relate it to the unalterable faith in God, because he never actually went and found out who is helping him out, and he had no faith in humanity. So although he had unalterable faith in God, you can talk about he wasn't surprised when he got a reply. That also reveals the unalterable faith in God, right? When the disaster happened, Lencho writes to God as he's Lencho's last resort. That also is unalterable faith in God, right? And ultimately, you can also say that, however, he did not have faith in humanity. That also you can take the help of this point called naive, okay? Did not have faith in humanity, okay? And you can talk about the ending, the ironical ending over here. Ironical ending of the story. That would go that would go under this point. Did not have faith in humanity. Okay? So these are the points that you have to touch upon, and each point you have to explain. Okay, don't just write one line. Okay, these are the pointers. Now you have to frame your answers using these pointers. I've already discussed what are the, how would you elaborate on them. So please try and frame your answers. All right, guys. Moving ahead to the next multiple choice questions for you people. So Lencho wished for a downpour or a heavy shower. Pick the option that correctly lists the correct batch for kinds of rain. Okay, very simple. Okay, heavy rain, thunderstorm, drizzle, torrential rain, downpour. These are the different kinds of rain. Now what do they mean? You have to match them with their meanings. Okay, light rain that falls in very fine drops. Very heavy rain, tropical rain. It's coming down quite strong and you get very wet very quickly. Rain, really heavy rain that comes very suddenly, is violent, short-lived weather disturbance associated with lightning, thunder, and strong gusty winds. So out of these options, guys, you just need to match the following. So come on, guys, I am giving you some time to think. Think about the answer. Post your answers in the comment section so that I could see later on how many of you could do this correctly. This is an interesting question, guys. Okay, are we ready? Have you all done it? Yes? Yes? Please tell me in the chat box if you are done. Raise your hands if you're done, guys. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's check. The answer is D. So this is the answer. Heavy rain coming down quite strong and you get very wet. Thunderstorm is violent, associated with lightning, etc. Drizzle is light rain. Okay. Torrential rain is very heavy rain, tropical rain. And downpour is suddenly, which comes suddenly. That's a down. I hope you people have done it absolutely correctly. So those of you who have done it correctly, give me a quick high five in the chat box. Okay, let's move ahead with the next chapter. Sorry, the next portion, that is the next character, Postmaster. Okay, the next character is our Postmaster, who is humble and kind. First, begin with the physical description, okay? Fat and amiable, alright? He was very humble and kind and he was very impressed by Lencho's faith. He did not want to disturb his faith and therefore, what did he do? He contributed his salary and also collected money to help Lencho. But unfortunately, what happened? Lencho was ungrateful to him, right? However, the postmaster acted as a representative for God. Okay, sorry, representative of God for Lencho, because he acted as the messenger of God, giving him whatever he needed at that moment, right? And also restoring our faith in humanity. We believe that good human beings like the postmaster still exist, who is ready to help without any selfish motive, right, guys? So that is how he restores our faith in humanity. Okay, so I hope you people are absolutely clear with the character sketches. If you are, then quickly tell me, give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Okay, so now we will move to the 1-mark question. Okay, guys, ready? Ready? Okay, now before moving to the 1-mark question, as I promised you that I will be talking about the pricing, and of course I will be demonstrating the entire platform to you. So let's check the platform quickly once. Okay, alright, so I will show you the, I'll just go full screen so that this is visible. So let's say this is the session. Okay, so over here you will find the link Vedantu Pro. Okay, this is the link. The moment you visit, guys, you can see 3 plans. Okay, light, classic, plus. These are the 3 plans, right? Now for light, what do you have? Okay, first of all, let me tell you that the common features of all of these plans are live interactive online classes, test series and analysis, assignments and notes, doubt solving during the class, doubt solving on mobile. Okay, till here. Doubt solving during the class is common for all 3. Okay. Now for light, this is the price for the full course, and you can actually try for 1 month only at 3080. Using the coupon code SWRE Pro, you will save 10%. Okay, guys. Now coming to the next one, that is your classic, which is 39149 for the entire duration, for the entire long term. Okay, you will have a special doubt solving feature on mobile app, and for 1 month you can give a trial for 1 month. The cost is only 3870. All right, and finally the most amazing feature that you have, that is a personal mentor that you will get for plus. Okay, so the complete course you can buy at, oh, something wrong happened. Anyways, yeah, okay, let me go back once again. Okay, so the complete course you can buy, right, so this is the cost for the complete course, and you can give the trial only for 5580 for a month. Amazing, guys, amazing, right? So now I will be talking about the platform. I'll be showing you the platform. So let's see, this is how the platform looks like. I'll show you the replay of one of my sessions. So here you go. You can see so many quiz questions. You will get quiz questions in every session. That is the amazing part, guys. And look at the doubt statistics. 163 doubts asked and 163 doubts, all of them solved then and there with the help of our class teachers. I'll show you a little bit of the replay as well. So this is how it looks like. So you get the personalization as well, because we can unmute and uncam the students apart from studying together, guys. Okay, all of you, you get exposure definitely. Apart from the exposure, you can also get the personalized touch, which is not always possible in YouTube. Now I will show you how to get notes. So click on get notes and you can get all the notes. Okay? All the notes you can get, even the handwritten notes of the master teachers. Amazing, guys. So just think about it. This is going to really benefit you. Okay? Now I'm going to come back. Okay. Right. Okay. So yes, so less is definitely more, because more classes at a very less price. Right, guys? So what you need to do is visit this link, apply the coupon code SWRE Pro. Now we will enter into the extract based question. Okay, so please read this extract along with me and answer the question following it. Okay. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. Remember, blow of his fist we did in the previous class, okay? The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, "God, of the money that I had asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks." Lecture. So this is the ending of the story. Now let's have a look at the question. Are we ready to have a look at the very first question? Yes? Chalo, let's go. Bunch of crooks. Pick the option that does not collate with bunch of crooks. Does not. It does not collate. That means it does not match with bunch of. Keys, islands, flowers or grapes. Very simple. Answers in the chat box, please. 3, 2, 1. Let's check. Wonderful. Islands. You do not say a bunch of islands. Bunch of keys, bunch of grapes, bunch of flowers are all absolutely correct, right? Good job, people. Next question on your screen. Lencho's letter included details of his problems, description of the post office, belief of being looted, list of further demands. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's end it. Okay. List of further demands. Yes. So he asked for 30 pesos, the remaining 30 pesos. All right, guys. So how many? Okay. Let's move to the next question first. Pick the most suitable code for this extract. So this extract which we have read, you have to select the most suitable code. Okay. It is easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled by Mark Twain. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Confucius. You see a person's true colors when you are no longer beneficial to their life. Anonymous, we do not know. Okay. True generosity means accepting ingratitude by Coco Channel. Okay. So which quote is suitable for the last extract? Any idea, guys? 3, 2, 1. Can we check? Can we check? Yes. Ready? Ready? Okay, the last one is the correct answer. True generosity means accepting ingratitude. That is for the postmaster. So he received ingratitude. That means Lencho did not appreciate the gratitude. Sorry, he was not grateful to the postmaster. Rather, he believed the postmasters were a bunch of crooks, right? So that was what the postmaster received. So according to him, if he is a truly generous person, that's how the story ends. It is an open-ended story, right? So according to the postmaster, if he is a truly generous man, he should accept the ingratitude, right? Okay, so with that, we would move to the next part, that is the 2-mark question. But before that, guys, in case you haven't yet hit the like button, shared the video, subscribe the channel and commented, please do that, guys. Please do that. Okay, so let's move towards the next part, that is the 2 marks question. People get support from family and friends during bad times. How does Lencho's family behave after the harvest is ruined? Come on, people. Give me the points in the chat box. Hurry up. Give me some points in the chat box right now. Okay, I'm giving you time. 3, 2, 1. Let's check. Let's check. Match your points with the answers and see whether you have given the points or if you have missed any point or if you have something extra to add. Alright, guys? If you have something extra to add, please do comment in the comment section. Okay, guys? We will take care of that as well. Okay, so there is no denying the fact that we get support from family and friends during bad times. This could be the introduction. You have to structure your answer properly, having a proper introduction, body and conclusion, right? Similarly, Lencho got support and moral courage from his family. After his entire crop was ruined, his family members solaced him, asked him not to lose hope. They reminded him that in God's world, no one died of hunger. Lencho's entire family had faith in God's help. Right, guys? Okay, so with that, we would be proceeding to the next 3-mark question. Let's see what is there for the 3-mark question. The field was white as if covered with salt. This is how the field is described after the hailstorm. The pelting hailstorm could have been easily described as, could have been easily seen as sugar cubes. Do you think comparing it with sugar cubes would have been more appropriate? Why or why not? So what is your opinion on this? He had compared the field with salt. Don't you think it could be compared with sugar cubes as well? What is your opinion? Okay. Let's see what can be the answer. A hailstorm can be compared to small balls of anything that is white in color. But here the comparison to salt is much better. As sugar symbolizes sweetness or happiness, whereas excess salt signifies the spoiled taste. Yes, the hailstorm spoiled Lencho's feet totally, and that is why the field was as white as if covered with salt. So this is one idea that we have come up with. If you have any other better point, you can definitely tell me in the comment section and we will keep a note of that. So it is as this is English, this is literature, you can definitely have your own opinion, guys. You are completely entitled to have your own opinion. So please post your inputs on this particular answer in the comment section. Alright, guys, let's move to the the 5-mark, last 5-mark question. Read the extracts given below. Comment on the difference in the nature of faith in both the characters. Okay. What faith? I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God. This was said by the postmaster, right? Postmaster. Right? Okay. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and live until the crop comes because the hailstorm, this is of course by Lencho. So the question is the difference in nature of faith in both the characters. So what difference can you find in the nature of faith in both the characters? Any idea? What should be your input? Give me your inputs in the chat box, guys, please. Let's see what innovative ideas that you can come up with. Let's move ahead and let's check. Okay. On one hand, we have the postmaster who was quite elated. Elated is very happy to witness such an unquestionable faith. Okay. On the other hand, we have Lencho who had that faith. Right. The postmaster was a person of deep faith in humanity. Yes. So this you can also add in the character sketch. Okay, this point, right? Very, very important point that you can add in the character sketch. Okay, that this complete point could go into the character sketch, and the point would be having deep faith in humanity. Okay, he appreciated that Lencho had such a strong faith in God that he had written a letter addressed to God in order to ask him for help. The postmaster wished to emulate the same faith. He wanted to inculcate the same faith, and emulate is imitate the same faith. Okay, he decided to help Lencho to keep his belief in God intact. He didn't want Lencho's faith to be shaken. Lencho, on the other hand, had a deep faith in God but no faith in humanity, which I had already talked about. So, this is the difference of faith. Lencho had no faith in humanity. He had tremendous faith in God, unquestionable faith in God. The postmaster had deep faith in humanity. He also appreciated Lencho's faith in God, wanted to emulate that faith within him. Okay, when in despair of the destruction caused to his crops by the hailstorm, his only ray of hope was God. So he asked God to send him money, but his faith was so blind that he blamed the post office employees who helped him like God's messengers. Okay, have you understood the answer, guys? Yes. So, guys, give me a quick thumbs up in the chat box, those of you who have answered this question. Okay, so now I hope you people have very, very clearly understood and thoroughly understood this entire chapter. Yes? Yes or no, guys? Letter to God is absolutely perfectly clear. No questions, no doubts. Right? Yes? So quickly give me a thumbs up, hit the like button, share the video and comment on the homework question. Now I will be showing you the homework question. So before that, guys, don't forget to visit the link. I have already talked about the price details. So now you are absolutely thorough with the pricing details as well. Plus, we are ensuring your improvement, guaranteed improvement. Okay. So this is where we come in. We ensure and assure progress. Okay. If you do not have your improvement, guys, it is a guarantee that we can return your fees. Okay, so guaranteed improvement in a child's school and board exam scores. We believe if it can be measured, it can be improved, and both of these responsibilities we are taking, guys. Guaranteed improvement in Vedantu's benchmark test and school and board exams. Okay, if you don't feel that you have progressed, we will be returning your course fee. So a minimum of 75% of completion of the assigned test and minimum of 75% of the attendance is required. Okay. And then your improvement is promised. Alright, guys. So these are the batch starting dates. Please note the batch starting dates. Okay. For CBSE, ICSE, Maharashtra Board, JEE, NEET, right? 9th and 10th year. Okay, guys, 9th and 10th. Okay? Chalo. Now let's move ahead with the homework question. Now please listen to the homework question very carefully. In a letter to God, Lencho writes a letter to God in despair, asking him to send the required money. He goes to the post office himself to drop the letter in the mailbox. Based on your understanding, showcase an imaginary conversation between the postmaster and the office employees after reading Lencho's letter to God. So let's see who can come up with a lovely conversation between the postmaster and the post office employees after reading Lencho's letter to God. I'm sure you can be as creative as possible, guys. Okay, so let's have a look at your answers and we will take your answers in the next session. Okay, so don't forget to hit the like button, share the video and comment on the homework answer. Subscribe to the channel in case you haven't. We will come up with amazing sessions for you people. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Goodbye. See you very soon in the next session.